We're live on YouTube now. But yeah, as I was saying, we got some reacts. We got like maybe an hour and a half worth of reacts, and then afterwards we're gonna hop to Unturned. And then after Unturned, we'll play some other games. I don't know exactly what games we gonna play, but we'll play some other games. Let's get right into it. First thing first, the toughest burger challenge I've done it. The first thing first, the toughest burger challenge I've done in years. You get a plaque if you win. A plaque? Shit.
Alright, today it is one of the oldest, most long-standing eating challenges in the whole of Las Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Alright. So, alright. We're gonna have an audience for this one. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Alright, so this is what we're doing today. I think this is arguably the most famous food challenge in Vegas that's been around for ages. It's called the Victory Lap Challenge. Clear the platter on your own within 60 minutes to win a t-shirt, get your name on the Wall of Fame, and the meal for free. The problem with this is uniformity. I've seen quite a lot of pictures of it, and on some of the pictures, you get about 3 or 4 pounds of fries, but I think it's supposed to come with 1 pound of fries, so hopefully they're lenient with me today. So cool.
Shit, they're not gonna be lenient with people knowing them.
Always catches me off guard when they do like the gangster handshake instead of like a regular English gentleman's handshake. So the burger itself is a combination of handshake instead of... So cool.
Keep going what you're going, man.
Thank you, thanks. Always catches me off guard when they do like the gangster handshake instead of like a regular English gentleman's handshake.
How the fuck is that a gangster
the burger
handshake?
itself is a combination of 4 of their best-selling burgers from the menu. Sadly, you do not get the jalapeno peanut butter or the glazed donut.
Damn.
This is another one of those places where I'm not allowed in the kitchen for health and safety reasons, so no sexy B-roll, but you've probably seen a burger being made before. So just a large burger, hopefully not too many fries, and hopefully come in a t-shirt. Ooh, it's coming. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, damn it. That's big.
Damn, big ass burger.
Did she already explain the rules to you?
No, but you can go ahead.
Sure.
Alright, so you got an hour to finish this. There's no bathroom breaks, no sharing at all. Whenever you
Obviously,
finish, you get a
bitch.
free t-shirt. You get to write your name on one of the platters and stick them on the wall.
Right,
Alright?
okay.
And
then
it's free.
Yes, and it's free once you finish it.
All right.
Got that timer right here whenever you're ready to start, okay?
All right, thank you. How's it going on?
What's up?
How's it going?
Welcome to Vegas.
Oh, thank you, thanks.
You about to hammer this?
I'm gonna try. This is
6 and 10.
it's bigger than I expected. Thank you, thanks.
You about to hammer this?
That's his
I'm
bitch.
gonna try. This is
6 and 10.
it's bigger than I expected. Intense is the right word, yeah.
Well, you got it.
He got him a
Thank
skinny
you,
bitch
thank
this
you.
time, not a fat bitch.
So I'm at a place called Sicky's Garage today, or Garage, they probably call it here, and I'm doing their Victory Lap Challenge. It's a giant burger, you get 1 hour to finish. If you can finish it, the meal's free. You get a t-shirt and a spot on the Wall of Fame.
They had the Eagles and the Commanders game going on. That's crazy.
Yeah? All right.
This was all.
Yeah. Oh, it's so big. Yeah, I'm gonna wager that a lot of people, whether they said it out loud or not, at least just thought the words. That's what she said. But let's try to be adults for once. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the episode. Buckle up. This one's gonna get rough. This one has pickles on it. Oh no, I lost a pickle. I'm no cheat.
Type shit. W.
Yeah, I'm pulling what you'd call the reverse Bill Clinton here. Honesty is the best policy, 5-second rule and all that. Plus, I love pickles. So, in case you missed it, this is Sicky's Victory Lap Challenge. 1 hour to eat, quotes, over 5 pounds of food, which is a conveniently vague measurement. Contains all manner of things: beef patties,
It's a lot of
bacon,
food.
cheese, pickles, hot sauce, and the best part of a loaf of bread. Not to mention enough fries to feed a small village. Finish it in an hour and it's free. You get a shirt and a little makeshift plaque thingy on the wall. If you don't, it's $49.99. This is no joke, man. How is this a pound of fries? How is that a pound?
Holy shit, there's a lot of fries. That's definitely over a pound.
Yeah, no surprise that, as you can see, some of my fellow diners are looking over here, especially given how much noise I'm making. Nice of them to be so supportive, though. And as you can see, the majority of the burger is clocked at this point. Yeah, I know. Fortunately, the cup is about translucent enough to obscure visibility of all the goo on the outer rim. And that's kind of weird. What's left is just a mountain of fries, or it will be.
Spilled a whole lot of water.
Cheese sandwich, which forms part of one of the burger buns, which at least makes it a little bit different from the usual obnoxiously tall burger challenge, I suppose. Well, that's the burger done. This spike is starting to look pretty tempting right now. I'm trying to ignore it right now, yeah. Yeah, that's what you call nervous laughter. I'm doing my best, and I'm starting to ball up the fries now to make it appear
He can do
more
it.
manageable on the surface, at least.
Yeah, like 38 minutes left.
Yeah, I know that seems like a lot of time, but when you're 20 plus minutes in, time seems to be somewhat truncated, a bit like you're near a supermassive galactic object or something. Like this meal, for example. These boys seem to be enjoying the show.
He got it.
Oh,
He definitely got it.
so we basically have 4 really dense balls of chips left, or fries. This is rough, man. Hey, you know, I think you're doing a pretty good job of conveying that sentiment non-verbally. You know what would have helped here? Sauce. A condiment, perhaps? Like any condiment. What a divvy, trying to do this dry. Do you have root beer?
Root beer?
Could I get like 2 root beers?
Do you want ice?
No ice. Thank you. That was a big sigh. Let's check on these fellas. Big smiles, they're still invested. Can't let them down now. Ooh, the root beer care package just landed. Perfect timing because we are officially at the halfway point.
Damn.
And we're not home and hosed yet. Far from it. Lots of chewing to do, but
It's a lot of fries.
beverages will be of great assistance. Hopefully. Anyway, I've already drank half of one already. Look at that.
Vegan?
I can't lose now, man. This is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Come on. Yeah, give myself a little
Medium?
talk there, seemingly. You know, it's rough when I'm resorting to that kind of nonsense. I think the manager there was a smidge premature asking for my t-shirt size. I'm not sure I have too much room left at this point, to tell you the truth. Tough challenge, fun challenge though. Hope you enjoyed it.
He
As
got it,
always,
though.
I'll catch you next one. This has been Mixed Food, and that was the Victory Lap Challenge. Just about beaten.
W.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna go get your plaque and what size shirt?
I probably would have been small before, but can I take a medium?
I got you. We'll go to
A small
Ricky
t-shirt.
okay?
Thank you.
How small is that
Thank you.
nigga?
No dessert?
Not today.
Shirt
That's a
for
cool
you.
shirt. That's a cool shirt. Thank you.
And then you can put whatever you'd like as long as it's appropriate because we're a family restaurant.
Oh, I get to write something on there.
Yeah, You can put how long you took. You can put, like, there's some posted on the wall and stuff. You can put whatever you want. Your
All right,
name,
cool.
anything you want to write on there.
Cool, I will. Can you?
Yeah.
Can I take like 5 minutes to think about?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. I'll be back whenever you're ready, okay?
Thank you. This is what I'm gonna go with.
Damn. He beat it. How many minutes? What was it, like 40? 45?
That was so hard.
They updated it probably like, I want to say maybe 6 to 8 months ago now, and we haven't had a finisher since it's been updated.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
does not surprise me.
Yeah, because it's a lot of bread. It's a
Yeah.
lot of bread and a lot of fries, and it's just, you know, that I think the old one was easier.
No guts, no glory. We got it done in the end.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being our first finisher
No worries,
in a
thank
very
you.
long time. So let us know if there's anything else you need, okay?
Thank you.
WV.
Look at all this. I would not have done that were it not for the root beer. Ugh. Thank God for root beer. Oh, I can barely walk now. So I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm really sorry.
Hey, congratulations, man. That was good.
WV.
Thank you.
WV.
I appreciate it. Oh man, that was really hard.
There we go. Every scrap gone. Mind if I snag a photo with you?
Yeah, of course, mate.
Yeah.
It's alright, man.
Dude, this is awesome.
WV. Next vid, we got how hard is it to survive in California? Rich versus poor.
How hard is it here to survive in California?
What percentage of people do you think are receiving benefits from the government?
Probably about 65.
Shoplifting in California is crazy because, you know, we have that law that under 950, it's not a felony. So that's a big hustle.
How much does somebody need to make to be able to afford to live here inside of Beverly Hills?
We're going through a horrible government right now.
But I expect me to make over $1 band today.
So right here we have this Ferrari right here. How much does a Ferrari like this cost?
Over
This is
1,000?
$610,000.
How hard is it to
What was that, a
survive in
SF90?
California right here? How much does a Ferrari like this cost?
What is that?
This
I'm gonna show the angles. That's not an SF. I don't think are SF drops. Do they? It might. What Ferrari is that? I feel like I know. I'm not really too well with my Italian cars.
is $610,000.
How hard is it to survive in California? Today we are seeing the reality.
Hey,
of the
I've
fifth
been in front of
largest
that
economy
sign
in the
before.
world. Only behind the U.S., China, Germany, and Japan lies California, with the 5th largest economy in the entire world. They say the
Damn.
largest exodus of any other state in America has begun here in California, as over 500,000 residents have left California since the pandemic, and with California having the largest state taxes in all of America, and on top of that, California also has the largest homeless population in all of America, as nearly 30% of all of America's homeless population is living here, with over 170,000 people that
30%
are homeless here in
of
California.
all of
And
America's
right now, we're in
homeless
Beverly
population?
Hills, but today we're gonna be starting this video off at the very bottom of the totem pole, from rich to poor. We are going to be starting this video off in Skid Row. And throughout this video, we will
tight
be moving
shit.
throughout California in the LA area, speaking with all levels of people, from the rich to the poor, to the homeless in Skid
Fuck
Row,
to the poor.
local rappers, woman workers in the streets, to high-end car dealers, and more,
Oh,
to show
women.
you how the
What
rich
is that? What
versus
is that?
the
What
poor,
is it?
women
That's
workers
that's
in the
the
streets,
that's the
to
car.
high-end
Nah, that's not an SF. Look at the way the windshield go. That can't be. I mean, it's not an SF90 is what I'm going to say.
car dealers, and more,
Wait, but hold on. Look at that arrow.
to show you how the rich versus the poor live here in the largest state in America. Let's start by going
By
to
population.
Skid Row. This is going to show you guys the extreme contrast between the rich and the poor here in California. How hard is it to survive here in California?
It's pretty hard to survive out here. The cost of living's sky high. I mean, and it's hard, I know, for a lot of people. I'm struggling myself, even though I work. I'm struggling myself, me and my wife.
By the time you have spent all your money on your expenses, how much money do you have left over?
Ooh. For me and my wife, I would say $500, $600. You know, so for me, it's just surviving, survival mode for everybody, and I mean that's really about it. You know.
How hard is it to get housing here?
Well, it was easy for me.
What are some of the struggles you face on the daily that keep you here?
Old heads said, fuck that
Well,
shit.
I don't have no
ain't.
struggles. They don't make me comfortable. You know what I'm saying? My rent is so cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to leave. You know what I'm saying?
How much is your rent?
$58, sir.
You pay $58 in rent here in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
And how long can you live in that apartment for where you're just paying $58 a month?
Whole life?
Well, until you get kicked out.
So how long have you been living in yours for?
4 years.
Do you ever have any plans of moving out of Skid Row?
Not until I save enough money.
And just for example, rents around Skid Row in downtown LA can cost around $2,200.
That's just around Skid Row? That one 19. God damn. That's 17, that's 19.
$1,700 or $3,500 for an apartment. So $58 is really cheap for rent. And how much money do you think the average person here in LA has in their bank account?
Ugh, I don't know. Can't tell.
Yeah, this
Definitely
it could be
cannot tell.
thousands, hundreds, cents.
Do you think most people here have $1,000 in their bank account?
Especially right here, definitely
where
not.
you're at.
What does somebody need to make on a monthly basis just to get by?
If you have rent, probably about at 5,000 to 6,000.
Damn.
Because if you want to live somewhere comfortable, but if you're struggling, then you could probably have about 3. If you want to pay rent and everything.
And what percentage of people do you think are receiving benefits from the government, such as food stamps?
Probably about 65.
How hard is it to survive here in California?
I don't know. If you ain't got the right mentality, you ain't gonna survive, period. You gotta be a hustler out here. You gotta be a gangster.
What do you do to hustle out here?
I'm selling soap instead of dope.
So how much do you make on a daily basis
On a
doing
daily
this?
basis, it varies. According to the IRS, I make $50 a day. All he has to do, I know he knows how to pleasure a girl. He gonna wet her up like she said last night. He gonna have 2
That nigga sells the MGK shit, bro. They sell that shit everywhere. I thought they was only in the malls, but they on the streets too.
drops, like Colgate.
Say IRS and probation ain't watching, how much you making on a daily
It's
basis?
still 50 regardless, because I'm too gangster like that. I ain't gonna put it out there.
All right, he ain't breaking. That's what it's all about. Support small businesses.
That
We're
part,
hoping it's legal.
Surviving California, you just gotta be a hustler, G.
And how long you been living here in LA?
Yeah, man, I got this on my arm. What did I tell you? Born and raised. Born and motherfucker raised. I don't gotta
Born
say
and
no much
raised.
more, nothing less.
And how
Type
much
shit.
money does somebody need to make here in California, in Los
So
Angeles?
look, let's say you want to live in the ghetto. Let's say you want to live in the ghetto. We need $1,500 for the rent. Just put it
15
like
for
that.
the rent.
Out there where y'all live, out of state, y'all pay $2,000 for a house. Out here, we pay $1,500 for the ghetto. So I live in the suburbs. I pay $2,600.
How much more money do you make on top of that? Just
2,000 for a house a month. Where the fuck do we? What the fuck do they be thinking that people pay out here? Like that shit don't, huh? That shit don't make
survive, to have
sense.
fun and take care of the family.
Shit, me personally, I'm an entrepreneur. Estimate roughly what I make about a month. Shit. IRS is all fake, fake news. 6,000, 7,000.
Okay.
So I get to keep at least 5 in my pocket.
Okay, right.
So it's not bad. So in California, 100,000 is nothing though. Elon Musk just left our state. That's cool. He's, he's on the spectrum, I think.
What do most people think about here about Gavin Newsom?
They don't even know who the fuck he is. You were here in downtown LA. The Mexicans don't care.
Yeah.
I know who he is. He's a liberal dude. He's supporting criminals, whatever. I like him, clearly. You see me, I'm tired. Most likely I'm in the system.
And what are some side hustles
Nigga
that
said
people
most
do
likely. You know if he is or not.
Off-market to survive?
Off market, what do you mean, like illegal shit or?
Yeah, like stuff that people don't really know about that makes some extra money.
I'm not a criminal or nothing like that, but I know a lot of people steal. I know shoplifting in California is crazy because, we have that law that under 950, it's not a felony. So
It's a crazy law.
That's a big hustle, I would say, for a lot of people. What else? Prostitution is big or whatever. OnlyFans, Instagram, Twitter. That's really where the money's at. Illegal food stands. A lot of illegal food stands do pop up. Illegal hustling.
food
I'm
stands.
permitted. I'm licensed. I'm everything. Like, I pay my taxes. So I would love for ICE to detain me or whoever. It's a free lawsuit to me. I would love it.
Would you say there's a pretty big divide between the rich and the poor here in
Free
California?
lawsuit.
Yeah, it's really, really big. Like a difference between living in a tent and living in a house.
And where are you living right now?
Pretty much on the sidewalk we're standing on. But
what kind of help and what kind of support do you get from the government here inside of California?
you can get, a couple $100 a month, general relief to get yourself fed, food stamps and stuff, and give you some kind of motivation to, pull yourself up by, if not your bootstrap, somebody else's.
And how long have you been living out here in Skid Row for?
I don't know, 6 months.
What led you to come here to California to live here on Skid Row?
Beverly Hills.
And what do you mean by that?
Beverly Hills Police Department invited me here.
They invited you
So
here?
I had a house and a container of money. I wouldn't have to worry about anything at all. Here I am. They weren't here when I got here.
How hard would you say it is to survive here in California?
Pretty easy. The weather's not bad.
Do you think that's one of the reasons why California has one of the highest homeless populations in the world is because of the good weather here?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And because the weather here is so good, you always have blue skies. This is one of the locations that states send their homeless population to, and homeless people themselves send themselves here to California. Because in reality, there aren't too many states and other locations in the world that would allow this to happen to their streets. I mean, look, this road is filled with tents from top to bottom. And how hard would you say it is to survive here in California?
Very hard.
Yeah.
Two grizzly bears attacking each other. It's a 10 out of 10.
Grizzly bears attacking?
Really? You had two grizzly bears attack you here?
No, I'm saying it as a metaphor.
Okay, as a metaphor. So how much money do you think is a good amount of money somebody needs to make a month?
A month?
To live here in California?
Oh, how much do they need to make? God damn it, dude. Oh, dude. You about to get into some shit. How much fucking money do we... Can I cuss?
Yes, of course.
How much fucking money do we need in California to survive? Well, you probably need 5 fucking jobs.
Damn.
Literally. Hashtag street diploma. Always doing some shit.
So you say people need 5 jobs here to survive.
Yes, sir.
So how much money do you think somebody needs to make a month to survive?
Ooh, probably about 15,000.
That's a dyke, ain't it? That bitch trying so hard is on
Yeah,
master.
rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying?
So you're an entrepreneur and a rapper. Can you give us a little freestyle about how hard it is to survive here in California?
I can give you a little freestyle on how I live out here in California. You know what I'm saying? 100 on 100, gotta add it up and then stack it up and then get more. I've been through the struggle, I've been through the pain, I've been through some things, I stood in the rain. Dealing that cane, the money it came.
The fuck is
was
this?
insane. Now them birds in the air on the plane, do it for the money, for the fame. Drop a whole lot of them ice on my chain, and it's still gang, gang, gang. All of my niggas, we strapped for them things. Put a hole in his head like a dolphin. Smoke a whole lot of gas, got me coughing. I fuck on your bitch every often. She talking, she pregnant. Get in the board. I can't be that nigga supporting, cause bitch, you're not even important.
Wow, that was quite some bars right there. I don't know if I support the abortion or shooting the brothers, but it's all good.
So support that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight bars. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm living out here, man. It's rough and rugged.
Awesome. What do you think about your man right here?
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He's great. He's loyalty.
I am the 9 to 5 hustle.
All right, now we're moving in to downtown LA. We're going to see if we can talk to some people that are working 9 to 5 to see what they have to say about how hard it is to survive inside of California. The crazy thing about Skid Row is it is literally only a few blocks away from Main Street in downtown LA. And just to show you guys how big of a contrast there is here in downtown LA, you have a Tesla going through right now, a brand new Denali. You have the police over there as well. Yet you have hundreds of people here laid out on the streets of Los Angeles like it's no big deal. And just this street corner alone shows the drastic differences between the rich and the needy here in California. Whether you are super rich or down on your luck, there is something no one likes to have happen to them no matter what, and that is your personal safety being at risk due to sketchy people online. Let me tell you a personal story.
W Snipe.
Went back into the downtown and talked to some more people here in the streets of California. We left Skid Row and went down to downtown LA, and you guys, we still have so much more to show you inside this video, such as outrageous grocery prices, going to Figueroa Street where real life GTA is happening before your own eyes, and we still have to go to the ultra rich in Beverly Hills. How hard is it to survive here in California?
You know, I come from a third world country, my love, and I know what really hard is, like what we call, like, you know, projects here. To my country is middle class. I was born in a country where it was me and my mother, and we didn't have a door. You know, so I know we're going through a hard time right now, but I believe even with all the crap that's going on with the government, that, you know, this is a country that gives you an opportunity. And if we don't give up and we continue, you know, working hard, we all can make it here. Because I know what it is to not have.
And what country are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Tight shit.
It's a beautiful country.
Ah,
I love my country
with
to
all the
death, but if
favelas.
you're born, you know, poor,
I want to I want to visit Brazil one day.
you know, we have something called favelas. Most of the time, we don't even have doors. You know, like that is true poverty. You know, so I do understand that we're going through hard times here, but I still hardly, but like I truly, out of my heart, believe that, you know, I bought my mother a home here. I realized, you know, my biggest dream. So I truly believe that if you don't give up, you know, get through the hard times. You know, that's how it is. Get through the hard times, and we're gonna get through it together. And this is a country that it will continue to give you opportunities. I truly believe that.
You yourself, you've been able to accomplish the American dream, buy your mom a house, you've been living here in America.
W.
What do other people need to do to fulfill the American dream? Because a lot of people say the American dream's dead, but I believe that it's still alive.
The
and a lot of
American
people
dream
believe it's
is
not.
whatever we make out of it, right? To me, from a country that was really, you know, from extreme poverty, was to buy my mom a home. Maybe that's not everybody's dream. You know, maybe it's to just work in what they're passionate about. Maybe it's to just, you know, make sure that they're like being able to give their kids the better education that they didn't have. So it's just living within your own dreams, not other people's dreams, and not giving up, you know, because like if we work, you know, at McDonald's, of course that's not the dream for anybody, but we do get a minimum wage that could, you know, give us food, you know what I mean? In some countries, they don't even have that. You know, so I think it's just going through the hard times that we're going through right now because of the ridiculousness of the government that we're going through. It's just not giving up, you know, and not allowing any excuses ever. You know, we are our own person. Like, we cannot blame it on anybody else. It's us and us alone. Through hard government, good government, it's us and us against our own mind. If I could make it, and I didn't even, you know, had a door when I was a child, anybody can. The thing is, no excuses.
Out of every dollar you make, how much do you actually get to keep?
About 25%, I could say, pretty much at this point. But we already own the house. We have a place we own and stuff like that, and it's just me and my husband, so it's not the kids anymore.
Okay, a lot of people are curious if the American dream is still alive. We just talked to a foreigner who moved here to America. She completed the American dream, but do you think a lot more people still have that chance of completing the American dream, or do you think it's too expensive now?
It's too expensive now, you know? Something's
Fair.
got to give.
It is very expensive.
We'll see. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm not too hopeful right now.
If y'all just pulling up, we watching how hard is it to survive in California.
Financially?
Rich versus poor.
I'm
He just went
blessed,
from
so
Skid
not
Row.
much- not
Now they're
very
in
difficult
Beverly
at all.
Hills area.
And what did you do to get your riches?
Saved a lot of money when I was younger.
Saved a lot of money. How much money do you think people should be saving nowadays to be in the spot where you're at now?
I don't know, 10% of their income.
What do you do for a living down here in Los Angeles?
I'm doing jewelry.
10%.
Jewelry. And how much does
I
somebody
feel like you
make
need
doing
way more
jewelry
than
down
10.
It just depends.
So like
man.
15.
You can make $5 or you can make $1 billion.
What's the most money you ever made in a day?
About $4 grand.
Out of every dollar you make, what percent do you think goes back to the government?
My money, 0%.
0%. How do you do it?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't make any money.
Okay, we'll make sure we keep it on the low. But so, do you trust when your money does end up going into the government's hands?
No, not at all.
Here in California, they subsidized around $30 billion to fix the homeless crisis here, but it went unaccounted for and nobody knows where it went.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people probably got paid from that, and they're, you know, in their luxury penthouses and driving their nice cars from money that should have gone to help people. It's messed up. It's
Yeah, when you see that amount of money go towards a group of individuals, yet your governor somehow buys an $8-9 million house in the Bay, do you think that makes people lose trust in Gavin Newsom and in the local government here in California?
Yeah. I don't think people should trust the government at all. I mean,
Damn.
with the way
a $9 million
run,
house.
things could change, but right now, currently, people can't really be trusted. Like you just said, they're buying. What's he doing? You know, buying a house like that.
We just interviewed him. I saw him walk around. You're walking around with some bear spray around here.
Yeah.
Would you say it's safe enough to live and walk down these streets without bear spray?
I could without bear spray, but it's kind of a peace of mind thing. Since I've been up in LA, I've had to spray about 5 people.
With bear spray?
And I'm not the aggressor. I'm not an aggressor. I'm not an aggressive person unless I need to be. But yeah, just out of self-defense, I've had to.
But imagine getting hit with bear spray.
And fight about 5 people. Yeah.
Living here in LA, somebody should be walking around with some pepper spray?
Yeah.
Wow, is it even legal? Is that even legal to have with you here on the streets?
I don't know the legality of it, but I'm telling you, no cop around here is going to stop me for having bear spray because they understand what's going on out here, You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
On
it,
top of
understandable.
California being one of the most expensive states, the highest taxes, the largest
he-
homeless
he
population,
could have a
they
poll
also
on him.
have massive problems with crime, especially here in Los Angeles. Right behind us is the Crypto.com arena where LeBron James and the Lakers play. And right
That's where they
in
play?
front of the arena, there's an apartment complex that's completely abandoned and it is tagged top
There's
to
an
bottom,
abandonment of.
filled with graffiti.
Oh, I
literally
seen a
do not
video on this. Damn,
know
I remember
how
that.
even happens in a city, especially next to one of the most legendary and largest franchises in America history as far as sports go. They have an abandoned apartment complex filled with graffiti top to bottom. Make it make sense, California. And now we're going over to Figueroa Street to show you guys a side hustle that California just allows to happen every single day. Come with us. They say LA can oftentimes be real life
Institution.
GTA.
With the P
We're
in
here
front
on
of it.
Figueroa Street. You're working right now. How much do you
In
get paid?
broad
or how much do you
daylight?
make on a daily basis?
She's working in broad daylight. That's legal.
120, and that's like for like 15 minutes. So
120
like,
for 15 minutes. What the
there's
fuck?
that, and then it's like it just depends on the time and like what you want to do for it.
God damn.
How hard is it to
They
survive
make
here
money out
financially
there. What
here
the fuck?
in Los Angeles and in California?
Well, California is kind of crazy, you know, it's real expensive, but if you know how to be financial and not stupid, then, you know, you can save up your money and, you know, you could be somewhere. You don't got to be out here all the time.
Yeah, and do you suggest this
Why
lifestyle?
you moving
to
that
anybody?
way?
Well, I love to do the stuff that I do, honestly. Like, I don't really care too much. I feel like I look good. I mean, it's not too much, you know?
So she like being a whore?
Like, how much money would you
Oh.
consider to be a good amount of money to make per month?
Per month? Per month? Well, I expect me to make, like, it doesn't always happen, but I expect me to make over $1 band a day. Like,
Yeah.
over $1,000 a day. So it's like, if it's 30
So like
days
30K
in a month,
30, 40.
then it's
35
like
probably.
30,000 a month. But, you know.
But she said
Really? So
over.
you're out here making $30,000 a month.
Like I said, there's not always a guarantee. It's not always, you know, I'll be slow nights, good nights, things like that, you know? So it just depends on how it looks outside. Like right now, like this traffic, this is cool right now. This is work traffic. This is everybody going to work or coming from work, you know?
Like, would you say this is a dangerous job?
This work traffic.
Yes and no. It just depends if you're by yourself or not.
Okay, would you suggest this
Her
to
pimp
anybody?
finna get her right.
If you want to, if you're bold enough to. This is for the strong, not the weak.
Is
You
California...
get kidnapped out here, you get raped out here. It's a lot of things that are dangerous out here.
Whoa.
So it's like, if you got the balls for it as a female, go ahead and go for it. On my mama.
Is California real life GTA?
That bitch got a fat ass
I don't
with her
think
too.
so, but you know, it got some GTA in it for sure. You know, GTA is based in Los Angeles. You know, real shit. Like
And do the police or does California police ever come through here and try to shut you guys down?
definitely.
But every day you guys still come out?
I went to jail out on Fig before, and I came back out a few days later.
Really? So
Like
California...
some girls go to jail and come right back out the next day.
So California doesn't really enforce
fuck?
anything here?
I'm not gonna say that. Kind of like, you know, I ain't gonna do my state like that, but you know, California definitely, you know, they put.
Nah,
the
they
laws
be
up,
letting
it's not
anything
legal.
go. They be
I guess
letting
get your
anything
money. I
go.
don't endorse this, but this is just what goes on here in California. I would say it's like real life GTA out here. And as far as wages go here in California, they
Now
are
we
ranked
got
number
the
6
minimum
on a
wage
national
workers
level,
or like the
but
average
the cost
people.
Of living is ranked
The
at
average
number
people. I don't
48.
know.
That means these people
I don't know if they minimum wage or not in their grocery
are
stores.
making in the top 6. However, they're spending more than 47 other states in America. Doesn't really make much sense. So today we're seeing how much money people have to spend on groceries here in California. How much do you guys have to spend at the grocery store today?
$200.
And what'd you get?
Nothing. You see my bag? I got one bag.
One bag and $200.
Yeah.
Damn.
How do people afford to live here in California?
They don't. They work paycheck to paycheck.
What percentage of
$200
people would
is
you
one
say here are
bag.
living on food stamps?
70.
How much money are you spending here at the grocery store?
Ain't even money. It's food stamps and it still ain't enough. I just
W.
spent like $100 on just these bags you see right here.
So how the one bitch spent 200 on one bag and that bitch spent 100 on 3 bags? I think the big bitch don't know what the fuck she doing.
2, 3, 4 bags. Too much.
Would you be able to survive here without food stamps?
No. No. I think you need food stamps. I'm not gonna lie. You need food stamps.
And how much money do you get every week on food stamps?
Like $5.25, and that's still not enough. And I got 4 kids.
$525?
$500?
$525.
Every single week you get $525?
No,
That's-
that's monthly.
Oh, that's
Is that enough
monthly.
to be able to survive here in California?
No.
Oh,
no
I
way.
thought she said weekly. That bitch wasn't listening. He said weekly for sure. thought she said she made
It's not
5
enough.
a week from
It's
food
not
stamps.
enough at all.
How are people able to survive here in California?
Whew. Well, I just work my butt off. That's how I survive. I don't know how other people do it, but that's how I do it.
At the end of
W.
each month, how much of your income are you able to save?
Not really nothing, because rent, gas, you know, maintenance, car. I said I got 4 kids, school, clothes, supplies.
True.
It's too much.
Would you say you're living month
Bitch,
by
don't
month?
be fucking all that.
Yes. Barely making it.
How many
Barely
paychecks
making
away
it,
do
but
you
want to
think you
have
are from
4
being
kids. Like, come on
Right
now.
now, I was just almost homeless. If it weren't for my mom helping me pay my rent until I got something situated, yeah, I would have been homeless.
How many people do you know that are just 1 or 2 paychecks away from going homeless?
I know a lot of people that's homeless now. It's hard. Like I say, even with food stamps, you still got to spend your cash. Rent is ridiculous. The living out here is horrible.
Are you hopeful for the future of America and for the future of California?
Yes, very helpful. Very.
You support Donald Trump?
Yes. Yeah, I love Donald Trump.
And what do you think about Gavin Newsom?
I really don't have an opinion.
Have you ever thought about leaving California?
Oh, plenty of times. Plenty of times. Thought about going to Texas or something. This is ridiculous. California is ridiculous.
Why don't you move to somewhere like Texas?
Can't afford it.
Can't afford
So
it.
you're trapped here in California.
Yes.
Type shit.
Stuck out here. It's like saving for what? You know, you save, things happen. Like I said, I barely just made my rent, you know? And I was saving. I was doing good. And that still brought me back
Damn.
down, living out here.
Would you say you have more than $1,000 in your bank account?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll be now just 100. It's hard out here.
So you only have $100 in your bank account. About half of America is living paycheck to paycheck. How do you think people are able to even survive in a state like California and in America in general?
Ooh, I don't know, because $100 barely got me through this week. You know,
Shit.
gas, my kids go to school.
Mm.
You know, you have to spend money. You gotta pay what you know, everything costs. Nothing in this world free. We all know that. But just too much. $100, you probably gonna make it to Wednesday or Tuesday, if that, off $100.
You don't need to be honest here, but how often do you have to find yourself shoplifting?
Oh, no, I don't shoplift. I'm scared. I did it once. I got caught, and never again. Probably when I was 12, but I be wanting to.
Did it once and I got
I'm not
caught
gonna lie,
when I was
wanted to.
12.
You know a lot of people that do
I tried to
shoplift?
take these bags.
Do you know a lot of people that do shoplift?
Yeah, I see a lot of people come here, shoplift, go to stores, shoplift. You know, I just see somebody try to steal a hat out of AutoZone. That's crazy.
A
Do you
hat?
support shoplifting laws here?
No.
How much money are you guys having to spend here at the grocery store?
So we came here just to spend about $300. The eggs are fucking $14, bro.
Eggs are $14? What in the actual fuck?
Imagine that. Eggs used to be like $6.
Yeah, you guys got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. $300. What were you guys spending just about 5 years ago on
About
groceries?
5 years ago, 6 bags would have cost you
Like
about
150, 200,
about $80.
$80. Oh damn.
But with the inflation, recession going on right now, man, you'd be lucky to come out with 6 bags. I just happen to walk around and look a bit for the deals and stuff like that. But
So how are people even able to survive here in California?
they gotta commit crimes, man. So
Got
in order
to.
for people to can eat food, they gotta go in here and steal food, man, which is unfortunate, man. There's a lot of people in here trying to tuck and duck, you know, for food. It shouldn't be like that, man. It's America, man. So we gotta do something about this, man.
Shit's
the
fucked
eggs
up.
are $13.99.
What do you think the future of California looks like in these next
That
4
shit
years?
is
We
fucked.
got to start here because there's a lot of money coming in and out here, tariffs and all that going on. So with Trump in office right now, it's a little tricky, but let's see what's going to happen in the next couple of years, man. But we got hope.
But
man.
the
We
nigga
got
gonna bring
hope.
us back on top, bro.
Governor
We
Newsom.
finna make some money.
That dude fucked up a lot, man.
You got 1, 2, 3 bags of groceries right here and a thing of ribs. How much did you have to spend on your groceries this week?
$150.
How much were you spending on groceries just 5 years ago?
50.
Shit.
How are you able to survive here in California?
I'm a medical student, so I'm just really living off student loans, but it's very expensive living here, so
I believe
money comes and goes very fast.
If you don't mind me asking, how much money are you in debt?
$500K almost. Yeah.
Damn.
500K in debt. And how long do you plan for it to take you to get out of debt?
It'll probably take me about 10 years.
So living $500,000 in debt, does that worry you about your future and the future of your family?
Oh, fuck was that?
Yeah, because who wants to pay debt for like 10 years straight? But at the same time, it's
my
more
shit
so a
just
small
charged,
sacrifice considering how much I'm supposed to make in the future. But even at that, I just feel like
But they got
people who
nurses
are,
everywhere,
you know,
bro.
first responders,
Everybody
whatnot,
going to a
lawyers,
nursing
whatnot, they
job.
shouldn't
That
pay
shit
that
getting,
much for school.
Yeah, I
what's it
agree.
called?
I don't think
that
that's
shit
right at
getting
all,
flooded
actually.
out.
There's always
All
a way
these
to
bitches
finesse
want
the
to do
system,
nursing.
There's always a way to finesse the system. This lady said it here herself. What's your favorite way to finesse the system here?
Beautiful question. In California, being able to, luckily, thank God this year, get an EBT card, get insurance that doesn't require me to pay every month.
We have been to Skid Row, we have been to downtown LA, and now we are here
I thought that was in Beverly Hills earlier.
one of the most richest and most prestigious locations in all of California.
Ain't that what he said when he was talking to that lady that was from Brazil that bought her mama a house and shit? I thought he said it was in Beverly Hills then.
Even in all of America.
I ain't gonna lie, Beverly Hills nice. I done been to Beverly Hills. That shit was nice.
An average home here can cost anywhere between $5 to $10 million, and this is home to some of the largest celebrities and richest people in all of the world. People like Kim Kardashian, Adele, Jack Nichols, and even, I think Diddy used to live here before he got locked up. So let's go talk to people here and figure out how they're able to survive here in Beverly Hills and afford a home like this. How much does somebody need to make monthly to be able to afford to live in Beverly Hills?
You can't think of it as monthly.
No,
you have to
doesn't work
really
that
need
way.
to just be able to buy the house.
Okay.
And that could
Okay.
be many multiples of millions.
And what did you guys do to be able
So they said if you in here and you trying to live monthly, you're too broke for us. Get the fuck on.
to afford to live here in Beverly Hills?
I represent writers.
Writers?
Of screenplays and books, and film and TV rights to books.
Yes, he's like the biggest in this country.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what she says.
He's modest.
She's a proud wife.
No, I'm not a wife.
Oh, okay.
Where is this going? Should I give you my finger?
You should give him the finger. Why are you giving the finger?
I'll give him 2 fingers because I don't know what he's going to do with me.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Making a video. How much does somebody need
It's
to make
always
to
the
be able to
old
live here
bitches that got attitude problems, man.
in Beverly Hills?
I don't know these days. I think that's always changed. You know, the economy changes, housing market, it changes.
Yeah. And how hard would you say it is to survive here in California? I mean, we came in here, we've seen homeless people here that have their tents set up as well, right here next to these $1 million homes. How hard is it to survive here in California?
What if
Well,
everybody getting
there-
office chairs
There's a
from?
homeless problem everywhere. It's terrible.
What would you consider a good monthly wage for somebody that's living here in California?
Oh, well, you know, they always say you can never be too too rich, too thin. Yeah, you never. So I guess any amount is not as, you can always buy 2 houses. I don't know. I don't know.
Is she fucking stupid? She went around every question he asked. That bitch is in her own head.
What that would be, though. I don't know the economics of it.
Would $10,000 be enough to live here?
I would hope. I don't know.
She's on some type of
though.
drugs.
You living here in Beverly Hills, is $10,000 enough to survive?
I don't know.
She
you
for
know,
sure on some.
I'm probably not the right person to ask.
Do you not manage your finances?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
When's the last time you had to check how much money was in your bank account?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
How much does somebody need to make here to
She just said she made too much money. She just spend type shit.
survive?
Single?
Mm-hmm.
At least over 100K before taxes, at least.
Shit.
If you want to live comfortably.
Do you think the richer people are happier or more angry?
More angry, definitely more
I think
angry.
happiness has to do with your psychology.
What do you do for work
That
here?
bitch crazy.
I'm in education.
Do you make over
At least that
$100,000?
old bitch.
No. What are some key ways people are able to survive here? What do people do here to be able to survive if they aren't making over $100,000?
You just live uncomfortably and you survive. You
Education.
could survive while you're uncomfortable, but I think it's kind of crazy.
Shit,
like,
that
we
is
pay
my
a lot
teacher.
Of money on
I'd be
taxes,
distracted as fuck.
And I make a real salary. I wouldn't like disclose right here, but if not for the crazy taxes, I would live comfortably. Instead, I just live uncomfortably.
And do you trust your tax dollars when you give it to people like Gavin Newsom? And
Obviously not.
what attracts so many people to live here in California? And we're also seeing
Not
so
the
many people leave.
government. Not the government. I think we have beautiful mountains, palm trees, ocean.
Does it
She
upset
sounded
you
out of
when you
breath.
see the wildfires here in California?
I
And
have
when
no
you
words. No words. No words.
And when you see that, there was, for instance, there was insurance companies that were warning people
Yeah. all that, we're aware, we're watching, we know, and we're angry. Yeah.
Would you vote for Gavin Newsom to become president one day?
It's a dumbass question.
I see through his charisma. He is charismatic, but it's with any emotional intelligence, I think it's easy to see through a person when their body language and their smile, their twitching, like, no, I would never.
The home prices here in Beverly Hills are insane right now. I have a map out, and this home here is $31 million, and then just up the street, there's another home.
What? Is that home? That's like the backyard, or is that the front yard? Because that's definitely not the same home. Unless they just renovated everything. Because, like, those different with doors, different material.
That's $23 million. The cheapest one here on the map is $8 million to be able to live here inside of Beverly Hills. Prices here are outrageous. And if you're able to buy a home that costs $31 million, your monthly payment is most likely to be $196,000 a month just to be able to live here inside of Beverly Hills. And just on insurance alone, if you're able to get insured here, you're gonna be paying $10,000 a month. And you also have property taxes, which is an additional
They able to take a flicks with a Tesla.
How much does somebody need to make to be able to afford to live here inside
It's a Tesla, bro. Use a real car, not a fucking battery pack.
Beverly Hills?
Oh yeah, that's that rich laugh.
I'm laughing because I don't really know. You can't answer that question. I'd like to answer it for you, but you can't answer that.
Yeah.
You gotta.
We just saw one home that's listed for $31 million.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it's $31 million. Yeah. Well, you got them for $10 million too. You can buy them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of houses you can get on Coldwater Canyon there for $2 million.
He said like, oh, you know, just we got some cheaper ones for 10 and some little other ones down there on Coldwater for 2. Like he just said that shit like casually. The fuck, just throwing millions around
$2 million is a
casually.
pretty good deal to be able to afford a home here in California.
Yeah, I would think.
And here in California, you guys have some of the highest taxes in America. Is it worth it to live here in California?
Is it worth it to live in California? Well, a lot of people say moving out because they can't afford the sales taxes, and the state tax is very high.
Have you ever thought about leaving California?
I wouldn't think of it. I never would think of it.
Really?
Why would you leave someplace like this? Are you kidding me? You can't, any place else you go is down.
So what did you do to be able to live here in Beverly Hills?
Well, I had a business that
sold his business.
We produced, packaged, and sold touch-up paint for cars
Type shit.
and motorcycles.
How you guys doing? Do you guys live here in Beverly Hills? Yeah. Can we ask you guys a quick question? Really quick. It'll be like 2 minutes maybe. Yeah, we're just asking people how much somebody needs to make to be able to afford to live here in Beverly Hills.
She's wearing Lululemon. They got money.
Home?
Yeah, or just be able to live here to rent. How much do you think somebody needs to make to be able to live here in Beverly Hills?
Over $60,000
A month?
a year.
A year. $60,000 a year and you can live here in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
How hard do you think it is to survive here financially in LA? You guys
Bro,
have
that's
the
not
highest
bad.
taxes.
Not bad. Where the
You
fuck
guys
she
have
living?
The largest amount of people that are
That bitch must be like sharing a house with a bunch of other people.
leaving the States. Why do you think so many people are leaving?
I don't know.
Man, here in California, you got all of the bags. You got Louis Vuitton, you got Gucci on you right now. You got everything. What?
She went shopping in Earworm too. Oh yeah, y'all know about Earworm. That's that most expensive grocery store in like fucking no.
Does someone have to do to be
Earworm.
so successful
Oh,
here?
right outside of it, Earworm.
Company, so he said, you and the girls go have a good weekend and buy yourself something nice. So I did.
And how much money do you think you spent this weekend?
Oh God, way too much. Probably about $4,000, maybe $5,000.
And to be able to buy gas here, it's going to cost anywhere between $5 to $6.
Okay, you know I'm not gonna lie. That's not as bad as what I thought. I thought she was about to say like about maybe like 15.
Just to be able to fill up your car with some gas. How much does one of these cars go for right now?
Oh, look at the Lambo. And then hold on. Is that a Cobra?
$6 just to be able to fill up your car with some gas. How much does one of these cars go for?
Ah, that's a Cobra.
Cars here range from 80 grand, 200 grand to 7 million.
Can we go inside the shop?
Yeah.
All right. And how much?
Yeah.
So many.
fuck?
I think California is crazy.
Oh my god, they on dick. That's my bad, y'all. I was just trying to look at the cars. Y'all know I like my cars and shit. God damn.
Ford, you think they'd be able to afford one of these cars?
It depends on which one you're talking about, but I will let you know that people will make it work any way possible. No matter what loan they have to take out or anything. You meet a lot of guys here that can come in, pay straight cash, no problem. There's a lot of guys here trying to buy a Rolls Royce with $5 grand down.
Really?
So, yeah.
With $5K down and they trying to buy their Rolls? What the fuck is their issue?
Wow, so right here we have this Ferrari right here. How much does a Ferrari like this cost?
This is $610,000. This will be a cash deal for sure, but something like this is usually financing. So it's a
okay.
a Lamborghini Urus, which if you spend any time in Los Angeles, you'll see more Uruses than Camrys. So a lot of the time it's people who are going half in on a car with somebody or 3 ways in on a car with somebody.
Really, so people are just like splitting a car 3 ways.
Yeah, they split cars, they split watches, anything for the image in LA.
Do you think it's just kind of like a
split cars and
reality
watches?
People that live here in LA, like we see all these nice cars, especially here in this Beverly Hills area, but in reality, you think
That Mercedes back there. That Mercedes costs a lot of money. This bitch right here, that bitch costs a lot of money. I want to see
you
it.
actually have the money that they're spending?
Most of the time they don't. There are definitely a lot of real players here, for sure.
I got that car I need
But
for speed.
I see a lot of times where it's just barely making it work, and they do it.
Okay, there we go.
because
That's
either
that
reasons. One, to look
SF90. That's that SF90. I still don't know what this is.
good in LA, or 2, they truly enjoy what's happening here, and they'll do whatever they can to make it part of their life.
So it wouldn't be surprising for someone to be driving around a Ferrari with $5,000 in bank account.
Yeah, it's not very surprising.
People shouldn't really look at somebody driving a Ferrari and be like, oh, I want that guy's life, because he could just be living month to month.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen it happen all the time. We sell cars to people. They call us, got to sell it back.
And how do people make it happen here in
Gotta
LA
sell it
if
back.
they all are trying to live up to this hype of living like a Kardashian in Beverly Hills?
Well, there's a lot of people that, let's say, me, you, and him wanted to buy a car. 3 of us could afford it together. 1 of us can't. So there's a lot of groups that do it, a lot of friend groups that do it.
We've talked about, and you've shown us that there are a lot of people here really don't have as much money as they may act like they do. But do you think that's reality, or do you think most people actually have it?
A lot of our clients definitely do. We have a lot of very successful clients, a lot of people that come back constantly to us. So I can only speak for our clientele. A lot of our clientele is real and can do whatever they need to do.
Thanks again, Delete
W.
Me, for sponsoring.
Fuck, delete me. We're not sponsored by them niggas.
I'm in my Tesla
Can You Fool a Self-Driving Car by Mark Rober.
on autopilot going 40 miles an hour towards a fake Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner painted wall. Please stop. Please stop. Holy. And I'm doing this to see if Tesla's autopilot can be tricked.
First of all, fuck Tesla, unless it's a Tesla Roadster.
Because it famously only relies on simple cameras to navigate the world, as opposed to much more expensive tech. In fact, we're out here today to run a bunch of tests in extreme conditions to see how those simple cameras on a Tesla stack up against other fancy cars that use more advanced technology. Wow! And the story of how I ended up as a crash test dummy in my own car started 6 months back at Disneyland as I was sneaking onto the famously pitch black ride.
This is a great fucking ride. Well, I went to the one in Disney World, not Disneyland. But that's a great fucking ride.
Called Space. 6 months back at Disneyland as I was sneaking onto the famously pitch black ride called Space Mountain. And while I might look a little plus sized in that jacket, as you can see from this infrared camera shot, that's no ordinary jacket because it's hiding some of that fancy car technology.
The fuck?
43 million people ride Space Mountain every year, but unlike a famous ride like Colossus, Space Mountain is in near total darkness, meaning no one knows what the ride actually looks like, which as far as I'm concerned, needed to be fixed with a special undercover operation. True story, I have been wanting to make this video for over 20 years.
So he said, I want to know so bad.
So come to
We're about
Disneyland.
to figure it out.
Someday the technology will be there, so we could map out what Space Mountain actually looks like. So this is a very big moment for me. Now, it's common knowledge, every good undercover operation worth its salt needs a 3-step plan. For me, step 1 would just be getting into Disneyland with my tech through their famous ridiculously tight security. And if I managed to do that, step 2 would be making it through the park, avoiding any security guards on my way to Space Mountain. And finally, for step 3, I would need to sneak onto the ride itself while avoiding any suspicion to make my childhood dream come true. And if all this seems like overkill, let's just say I have a bit of history getting kicked out of amusement parks in the name of science.
Follow you, man. Why are you doing this to me?
For step 1, I took an oversized jacket and made a
Damn.
little pocket inside where I could hide my secret
Front
tech
row,
inside
please
it.
put your
It's like
phone
the
away.
slight-
That bitch is no fun.
Limp shuffle walk that really sells it, I think.
Because they make you walk through metal detectors, I disguised and temporarily placed my device with a bunch of gear in my camera bag. And just had to hope it wouldn't get discovered.
We'll just wait till your bag is fully screened in case you have an item that's not supposed to be here.
And even though this moment of truth was terrifying, I knew I just needed to play it cool. Like that.
Excuse me, can you not record the...
And the security was in fact extremely
Oh
tight.
my god, that bitch is annoying. Can you not do this? Can you not do that?
Down, 2 to go.
Once inside, I immediately made my way to a bathroom to properly suit up. Now I just had to make it all the way over to Space Mountain without arousing the suspicion of any of the park security, which is a lot harder than you might think because it's a well-kept secret. Disney employs a bunch of security officers dressed up in plain clothes as normal park goers, so I could trust no one.
Eric?
So in an attempt
What the fuck is Eric doing there?
to blend in and look like a normal park goer, I took a corn dog break. I'm doing this for the integrity of the mission.
Anybody else? What? Ain't no way. Nobody noticed that was Eric? Never mind. I ain't even gonna.
Not because they're
It's a weird looking corn
Back on
dog.
track after a close call or two, I had made it inside the building.
All right, 2 down. Now for the hard part.
Now that we're inside, it's probably a good time to explain why my jacket looks like this when you view it with an infrared camera, because that is a really tiny portable LiDAR scanner. So it's shooting out 640,000 laser pulses per second to fully map the surroundings. Now as for the legality of this, if you check the back of your
640,000?
ticket, it says you have to obey all the park rules. If you
Mhm.
check their website for the rules on forbidden items, it says you can't bring in shoes with wheels, or stun guns, or cremated remains.
Who the fuck?
But you'll notice the forbidden items list makes no mention of chest-mounted LiDAR scanners. So technically, I'm not breaking any laws by precisely mapping out this entire ride down to the nearest half-inch.
Don't blow this, Rover. We got this.
And so after sneaking past the last of the ride security, I was finally in place. And this is probably a good time to point out that the final boss here in this control room, watching all the infrared see-in-the-dark cameras, was the one I was most afraid would shut down the whole operation. Because
Wait, they can see all the infrared cameras or all the see in the dark
when we
cameras?
tested this out to see how inconspicuous the LiDAR would be, as you can see here, not very, as it lights up the whole place like a Christmas tree. By the way, you should know LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging, whereas radar is radio detection and ranging. Basically, it's like having a bunch
That's why if y'all running from the police, y'all need to get them jammers.
of laser pointers inside this shell shooting all around the room, and each time you fire one of them, you then see how long it takes for you to see it hit the object it's pointed at. And since we know the speed of light, if we measure that time, it will tell us how far away the object is. For example, it will take twice as long to detect the laser point on an object that's 20 feet away as opposed to an object that's 10 feet away. But how could the sensor possibly keep track of 640,000 laser pulses firing all out at once? Well, it turns out, amazingly, they actually happen one after another. So the sensor only has to keep track of one pulse at a time. And this works because the speed of light is so fast, in fact, if you slow time way down, so the time it takes a laser to hit an object is 4 slow-mo seconds, then you can wait 30 minutes on that slow-mo time scale before sending the next pulse. So it's actually really easy for the sensor to know exactly which laser pulse it's measuring, even if that happens 640,000 times in a single second. And with that, it was time for the execution phase 640,000 times in a single second.
640,000 times in a second?
It was time for the execution phase of Secret Undercover Operation Mousetrap.
Let's go.
It felt so good to cross off a 30-year-old bucket.
Wait, is he lighting up everybody or is he just like, or is it like invisible type shit?
But just as I feared, as our exact cart pulled back into the station,
Got
they
caught.
stopped the ride and announced it was being locked down.
All flights have been put on holding
They stopped the ride. Which meant I was about to have an unscheduled appointment with a bunch
Oh,
of dudes
shit.
with muscles much bigger than mine. But as it turns out, it was an unrelated power issue, which meant this was a mission accomplished.
That's like a dream come true. Before I even had a YouTube channel, I wanted to do that.
And the only critical oversight of the whole operation was forgetting they took those dumb keychain photos at the end of the ride, leaving behind some very incriminating evidence at the scene.
I forgot to put it away.
That's so awesome.
That's Harrison, by the way. And he started the company that makes these super small portable LiDARs. So after mapping out a few more rides like Haunted Mansion, let's go, and continuing my painstaking efforts to blend in, we headed home so Harrison could process all the data. And a few days later, he did not disappoint.
This is from the LiDAR you're wearing on your chest.
Get out of here.
All of this is totally in the dark.
Now what's really cool is we could visualize what was recorded as the ride progresses. And so as you can see here, you get a sense of what the LiDAR was seeing in real time as the ride progressed on. But what's even cooler though is—
Wait, you can see all the stairs and shit too? That's insane. Imagine walking through the dark in the stairs.
To make an
Damn, imagine walking through this bitch in the stairs. Dark as fuck. Just seeing a fucking, what's it called, roller coaster fly past you.
Actual tabletop 3D model of Space Mountain with the help of our army of 3D printers.
What the fuck does this have to do with cars,
This question
though,
marks days were numbered.
Got it.
So while the 3D printers were hard at work, we also reviewed the data we captured from the Haunted Mansion ride, where we made two super interesting discoveries. The first is that the initial room they take you in is really just a fancy elevator so they can get you underground to transport you to the real ride, which actually isn't in this house at all. Because when you go down this hallway, you're walking under this hill you see here. So by the time you load onto the ride, you're totally outside the park. But if that's true, there should be some evidence for this besides our scan. And sure enough, there is. Because if you look back at this shot of the hill, you can actually see just the corner of some kind of large building. And if you check that answer on Google Maps, you can see this entire massive above ground warehouse where the ride actually takes place that matches up perfectly with our LiDAR scan, which is just super clever engineering by the—
I'm not gonna lie, I like how if you ever been to Wisconsin Dells, they roller coaster go underground and like it literally comes up through the parking lot and then it twists and go back underground type shit. And like they got like that area of the parking lot just sectioned off because like you come out through the ground right there. But that shit cool.
Super talented Disney Imagineers. And the second discovery is they use a lot of super thin, nearly invisible curtains they project on that create a lot of the illusions like these flying ghosts. And while your eye might get fooled, as you can see here, there's no hiding from the LiDAR scan. And so you can imagine there are some incredible real-world applications for this LiDAR technology. Like every day when your phone scans your face to unlock itself, or when archaeologists use it to find lost ancient cities from the sky, or for example, in cars. And as you might have guessed, this car automatically saved itself from crashing because it uses a LiDAR sensor, which as you can imagine, would have saved Wile E. Coyote a lot of pain over the years. And the reason it works so well is because it's updating that point cloud of 640,000 laser measurements every second to the brain of this car, showing exactly what's in front of it. In fact, it works so well, as you can see here, I can maneuver all around these obstacles in real time with all the windows blacked out, looking just at that point cloud in a VR headset.
Okay, easy bike guy.
My Tesla on autopilot, however, only relies on simple cameras and its image processing to navigate the world. So to see if that tech is just too simple, came up with the 6-part LiDAR versus camera head-to-head face-off, culminating in a history-making first Tesla versus cartoon physics test. Okay, so we're starting out with the car with the LiDAR.
Big fuck Tesla.
It's just kids standing in the road. Not sure why he's doing that. It's very unsafe, so we want to be extra careful.
Okay, hit it.
The testing speed was 40 miles an hour. Should have put my seatbelt on, which meant the LiDAR would have to detect the kid and then slam on the brakes at least 60 feet in front of it. And it turned out, that's all it needed. Now it was Tesla's turn.
This
I
is
feel like
a
the Tesla got it.
feeling driving straight at a kid, but this is for science. All right, we are up to speed.
And with just simple cameras, the Tesla was speeding fast.
Oh no.
But did detect the kid.
It detected it but couldn't stop.
Just
little nigga got decapitated.
The brakes. Oh no. He was even a crime Front slabs fan! Now, if you're a Tesla owner,
Damn.
there is a silver lining, because we were relying on the automatic emergency braking system to stop for the car. And because it assumes the driver's paying full attention while fully driving the car, it only hits the brakes when it's 100% sure there's a problem in order to avoid false positives. So the alternative is to use autopilot, and that assumes the driver isn't paying much attention, and while the downside is you get way more phantom braking and false positives,
that was ridiculous.
the upside is you're less likely to be charged with vehicular manslaughter, because you can see here on autopilot it actually stopped in time. So I decided to be nice and call the score 1-1, and then I'd be
That's
even
dicks
nicer
up.
by using the more conservative
Meet your mouth.
autopilot on the Tesla for all the remaining tests.
Meet
Such
your
as this
mouth.
one, where we would now simulate the kid dashing out
Niggas want motherfucking Teslas to be just so good, so
from
bad.
behind a parked car.
How about people just become a real fucking driver and stop wanting the cars to drive for them?
Some clever
Get a
engineering,
fucking
giving the
Uber or a
cars less
taxi
than
or
a
some
second
shit.
to identify the mannequin and stop themselves.
Here we go, getting up to speed. Oh, a ball came out. I wonder why that happened. Oh, kid! Another life saved.
Now it was the Tesla's turn on autopilot.
40 miles an hour, there goes the ball.
And impressively, it stopped with plenty of room to spare.
Good job, Tesla.
Which meant we were all tied up heading into round 3, the fog round.
I don't like that.
Optically, with my own eyes, I can no longer see that there's a kid through this fog. The LiDAR has no issue. This will be interesting.
Okay, here we
My
go.
shoulder
Ooh,
is-
wall of fog.
So we plunged through the fog, coming to a very sudden break.
Hey, didn't
After
smack
which we
the
saw the
kid.
mannequin was not only still standing, but it was casting a really cool long shadow, because the lasers don't pass through solid objects, just like how you can cast a long shadow with the sun, because light doesn't pass through solid objects.
I don't have high hopes here.
But would the kid look just as cool after the Tesla test?
Fuck no.
Oh, fudge! I mean, slow-mo does make everything look sort of cool, but that wasn't the
Obliterated that
only
little
shot.
nigga.
I actually hit the brakes there.
That was on autopilot?
The cameras didn't even hit
Damn.
the brakes at all. The only thing still on is the pants. That was a bad one.
And now that LiDAR had taken another W,
It's time to make it rain!
the next test would see if the cars could spot the kid under a torrential downpour made up of maybe too much water.
This is really interesting. See, the Tesla can see the kid, but as soon as it starts raining, the kid is gone.
And it was similar in the LiDAR car, where you first got a clear image of the kid and the shadow. And once we started the hose, oh, you see all the water going in. LiDAR might struggle here.
Okay, here we go.
And as the
It's
wall of
detecting the
water
water.
started, LiDAR seemed to not slow down at all.
Okay. Still detected it. That's
Till the
great.
last possible second.
Another W. Now I just need the rain to stop. You know any good rain dances?
Just back up.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Now that LiDAR had surprised me, it was time to see if Tesla could as well.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh boy.
And sadly,
That's why Teslas are a
it
piece of
did
shit.
not. And though I did everything I could,
Yeah, he's no longer with us.
so it was on to the penultimate round 5, where we had 6 of the brightest lights that money could buy simulate either sunset or sunrise, or a truck in the road having its bright lights on. Would these lights keep the cars from detecting the kid?
blinding trucker light test. Let's go.
The LiDAR could immediately see much more than my eyes could. When the lights turned on,
Oh, that's a bright light.
question remained if it would see the kid.
Come on,
Hopefully,
LiDAR.
it should, right?
And it did it, no problem.
Just always waits to the last minute. It gets me every time. That's very bright. Time to be blinded by the light.
And it's true, these lights were so bright, I wouldn't have seen this kid on my own. And at this point, I really doubted that the Tesla could either. But when it pulled to a stop,
Oh,
Okay,
shit,
we
it's
stopped
seen
for
it?
the kid with the bright light. A W for the Tesla.
and that W meant these were the scores headed into the painted brick wall ultimate grand finale. Scientific papers have actually been written on this exact scenario, debating theoretically what the Tesla would do. But we were here once and for all to silence all the debates with cold hard data. All right, so LiDAR is perfect and Tesla is 3 for 5, but as far as I'm concerned at this point, this one's the only one that matters.
Cause you want a fucking gargle Tesla, man. Just spit it out already, bitch.
I can't put
God damn.
All right, hit it.
Now, as you can see as a human driver, while that looks sort of convincing, the image processing in our brains is advanced enough that we pick up on minor visual inconsistencies and we wouldn't hit it. And as for the LiDAR, it isn't looking at what image is printed on the wall. So this sort of just looks like a wall, which would make this the easiest test of the day. And as I suspected, handled it with no problem. So the question was, would the Tesla detect and stop for this Wile E. Coyote-style painted wall that was hiding yet another child staring at nothing during what might be his last minutes on Earth?
The one way to test that hypothesis. I was actually supposed to go, but I chickened out. Oh.
Is it a brick wall?
The car may not know
Or
it's a
is it a
wall. I know
wall?
it's a wall.
I mean, or is it like a
Everything in your
cardboard
body
wall?
says, don't drive into a wall. Oh boy. All right, here we go.
And so I steeled myself and accelerated the Tesla up to the 40 miles an hour. And as the wall crept closer and closer without moving an inch,
holy crap.
The question was if the Tesla would detect it in time to step on the brakes. And it turned out... Holy...
It didn't even break.
So I can definitively say for the first time in the history of the world, Tesla's optical camera system would absolutely smash through a fake wall without even a slight tap on the brakes.
My heart is gonna beat out of my chest.
That's crazy.
Turns out my Tesla's more Wile E. Coyote and less Roadrunner. Sorry, little fella. Looks like we lost 2 arms and a head. Not sure that's salvageable. I think I might Uber home.
But that's not all, folks, because while LiDAR proved itself the superior car technology, could it actually deliver on the dream of 14-year-old Mark Rober and map out Space Mountain well enough for me to make a scaled 3D printed model?
But this was a video about fucking cars. Why did he make this shit about a goddamn fucking roller coaster, bro? This shit is annoying.
Waiting, I'm happy to report, for the first time ever, this is what the Space Mountain track actually looks like.
Wow. This is so cool. Oh, there's me. There's me, little backwards hat. Yeah!
I recognize every single one of these turns. You go up right there, then you come down.
W video. I didn't give a fuck about the roller coaster though. I kind of wish he ain't put that shit in there. It was a waste of my time, and it was probably a waste of everybody else's time who didn't give a fuck. And I hope Disney sued that nigga for it. Don't waste my time like that.
After a very long
Black
drive,
man investigates South Africa's white-only town.
To Oranje to do a follow-up of my last documentary, and this time I've brought a very special friend.
What it means is he brought a very special black friend.
This is Sivingezi. He's an actor, comedian, TV personality, and today my partner in exploring one of South Africa's most controversial communities, Oranje.
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 Why is everyone so obsessed with Oranje?
People are curious about the unknown, and Oranje is one of those unknowns.
For those who haven't seen my last documentary, here's a quick recap. Oranje is a self-declared Afrikaner-only town, founded in 1991, with a population of nearly 3,000 and growing fast. They have their own government, currency, flag, and schools. To live there, you have to be a white Afrikaner, uphold Calvinist Christian values, and have a clean criminal record.
Damn, you can't have a record
Oranje
either?
and the broader Afrikaner community have been in the news because of South Africa's new expropriation.
What did that say?
Oranje and the broader Afrikaner...
South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. It is a bad situation. Radical left media doesn't want to so much as massive. And the radical left media doesn't want to so much as mention. What? Bro, that's not how you... First of all, that should be a comma there. A massive human rights violation at minimum is happening for all to see. The United States won't stand for it. We will act. Also, I will be cutting off all future funding to South Africa until a full investigation of this situation has been completed.
Community have been in the news because of South Africa's new expropriation
Daily
Act,
Post?
which allows land seizures
Goddamn, he
without
posts daily on
compensation.
Twitter?
Terrible things are happening in South Africa. They're taking away land. They're confiscating land.
In response, US President Donald Trump signed an executive order cutting aid to South Africa and offering refugee status to Afrikaners, saying they're facing racial discrimination. But more on that later. The last time I was here, I focused on understanding Oranje's way of life without pushing too hard. But this time, with Siv by my side, we're not holding back.
Are black people allowed in Oranje? If you had a daughter, would you let your daughter marry a black person? Do you see me as an equal to you?
We're here to ask the hard
Man,
questions,
these niggas asking hard
challenge the
questions.
community's beliefs, and finally
I
address
could
the
just tell
question
his answer would
everyone
be
has
no,
been
no,
asking.
no.
Did you hear about the one person who voted for EFF?
Hopefully that
in
was
Oranje?
yes,
There
yes,
was
yes,
one
though.
guy.
More
Who was
importantly,
EFF?
Did you hear about the one person who voted for EFF in Oranje? There was one guy.
More importantly, I'm here to document Siv's experience as a black man in a town of nearly 3,000 white people. We are just outside the gates of Oranje, and I am sitting here with Siv and Gazi.
There's gates?
I wanted to know from you, what are you expecting Oranje to be like?
Crazy. Something I've never ever seen before. I've seen videos, but I don't think the videos can give it justice. But I definitely am expecting something backwards.
The fuck is wrong with his
Backwards in
head?
thought, backwards.
The fuck? His barber need to be fired, killed,
in
some
how it
shit, bro.
looks.
He fucked
But I
this
know
shit
I'll
up.
be disproved. If you know what I mean.
So this
Welcome in Oranje. They spell welcome wrong too?
He just greeted me. Everyone's waving. Everyone is waving. Okay, that's confusing.
Are you nervous to go there and be the only black person in Oranje?
Nervous is not the word. I think uncomfortable. But everyone has been telling me, stay safe, stay safe. I'm not scared at all. I've been in crazy places before, so I don't feel unsafe. But I feel it's going to be different and uncomfortable. And I love uncomfortable.
Type shit. What the fuck?
It looks more modern than I thought it would look, but it looks very Afrikaans. Big cars, a Oranje flag, doors are just open, no gates. There is a statue of Hendrik Verwoerd, the architect of
that?
apartheid. Okay, there's
The
kids.
architect of
kids
what?
are just walking around. They're kids just walking around, so it's definitely as safe as people think it is. Bicycles is hanging up, not locked. It feels different.
Must be very safe.
It really does feel different. You can feel
Bicycles
that this is
not locked up.
It's South Africa, but not South Africa. Did you tell them I'm black?
Hi, we've just arrived.
Are you the guests for the free sleeper,
Yes.
Joshua?
Yes, that's it. After checking in, we took a short walk to the
Okay.
Orange River, which is just a few minutes from where we were staying.
Three
We went for a
sleeper.
swim to cool off before heading out for dinner.
In the
Later,
river?
we drove up to
Is that
Oranje's
clean?
highest point to watch the storm roll in after an unbearably hot day.
The fuck? That's their little Mount Rushmore or some shit?
So what are you thinking of Oranje so far?
God damn, bro. I fucked up my
Mind-blowing.
shoulder somehow.
After a very long day, we headed home to get some rest. The next morning, we made our way back into town for a tour with Joost Strydom, who is the CEO of Oranje. He's also the same person who
CEO.
showed me around last time and a very important member of this community.
So he's the founder?
You looking to, what is your kind of your expectations? What are you looking to achieve?
My Afrikaans friends were like, you have to go, you have to see it. It's not what you imagine. Just go see it, go there with an open mind. Then the other people who don't know anything about it have gone, keep safe. Oh my goodness. What if you die? And send us your live location.
Yeah, and you are here basically to see which one of those groups were right. Oranje's got two histories. History of the place, which we can go back many years. But
How
the
many is
town
many?
itself has got a history, and then the idea has got a history, right? So that's a very important thing to always understand about Oranje. It's a space, it's a place, it's also an idea.
The idea behind Oranje is simple. Afrikaners should have their own homeland, a place where they can govern themselves, preserve their culture, and ensure economic self-sufficiency without relying on outside influences.
Shit.
So who owns the land?
Right, so Oranje, the original town, was bought by a group of people who donated money to the effort, and it's this owned by a company. So Oranje is private land, but Oranje is one of the only systems in the country that I know, maybe the Ingonyama Trust is the same way. It's a combination between private and public in the same system, and that makes Oranje very unique.
Okay.
This cannot be what I think.
How
it
does
is.
that make sense? That a
This is
airport?
Barren Karoo, my friend, and this is changed into a runway, and we hope to change it into a proper airport, but obviously it's expensive to do. So one of the ways that we get investment here is to subdivide it, to install proper.
Why is the only part tarred right there? Did they think, oh, we're gonna roll it out nicely and roll it in nicely? but just to roll it onto some fucking dirt. Like, why the fuck did they tar that shit? Or maybe when they got it built, it came like, okay, we'll give you a little driveway too for that price. Like, that also got like a little walkway down to the street type shit. Or at least that part. That kind of look like mud and shit.
Plots so people can buy houses, and so that they can build and create wealth in that fashion, and that will help fund tarring this runway so that we can get proper flights here. And yes, next time you can fly in here, but you have to do your commercial license first.
Oh, so I didn't have to drive 10 hours.
We're gonna make it easy.
You had to drive 10
There's a lot of
hours?
construction here, right?
Shit.
Like everything, there's building everywhere. And how do you guys have enough labor, like manpower, to be able to do it?
Orania grows very fast. We have an annual growth rate of between 12 and 15% for the last 5 years in population, and that's mostly people moving to Orania. One of the reasons why we focus so much on training people as masons, as engineers, as plumbers, as electricians, is because we need their labor. We need to grow our town even more. So labor is of immense importance. It's Afrikaners building for Afrikaners. And if we one day have a proper city, we'll plan is to grow from town to city. If we have a city, we can look back and say, well, we did it ourselves. We didn't misuse anyone. It's no one else built our future for us. We built it.
Brandon? Good to see you guys. Miji, so nice to meet you guys. Guys, I want to play some touchies, play some touchies. Let's play some touchies here. I'm ready.
What's touchies?
For
Football?
our international viewers, when Siv refers to touchies, he's talking about rugby, which is one of South Africa's most popular sports, and of course, our team is the best in the world. Siv is also good friends with many of the Springbok players.
Do people support the Springboks?
Yes. Well, there's I think mixed.
What?
Mixed reactions to that.
What do you mean?
So during the World Cup, we will find.
Is he wearing a
lots
Superman
of
ring?
Very enthusiastic World Cup viewers, and you will also have some people that's critical.
Rugby holds deep cultural significance for many Afrikaners in South Africa, and in Orania, some passionately support the Springboks, but others are more hesitant, not because they dislike the team, but because they feel disconnected from modern South Africa. They believe national symbols like the Springboks help hold the country together and serve as a distraction from the failings of the ANC government.
Yo, what
For
the
them,
fuck?
be
Was they
together
looting
and
or?
serve as a distraction
This shit just fall and break.
from the failings of the ANC government. For them, supporting these symbols feels like reinforcing a system they no longer fully identify with.
The
Still,
fuck is
when the
going
World Cup
on?
was on, people in Orania gathered to watch, proving that despite political differences, sport remains a powerful unifier.
Rugby
So we
is
are
called
here
World
on
Cup too?
Monument Hill. We have monuments representing the future and representing the past. From this half circle, none of the monuments here was bought by us, none of it was made by us. They were either donated or in more cases thrown away somewhere else, rejected. They are fugitives here.
One of the most controversial aspects of Orania is their display of monuments honoring historical figures from the apartheid era. Among them stands Hendrik Verwoerd,
Who is apartheid?
a key figure
What's that?
during apartheid and the country's prime minister at the time, whose legacy continues to spark deep division and debate.
I was taught from a very young age to absolutely hate this man, to despise him. He's made, like, even looking at his face, I was just taught to dislike him, right? Do you not think having people like him and their monuments here is spitting in people's faces of people who died, people who are marginalized for many years? I know people's past is important, but isn't that not disrespectful to many who have died because of him and marginalized?
But it seemed like from the footage, they were showing only black people there. And if it was only blacks that died by him, they're in a whites only town. I don't really think they give a fuck if it ain't their history.
I'm going to answer you with a counter question, and that is the fact that we fought many wars against the Zulus. What about Shaka Zulu, celebrating him? Is that fine for the Zulus or Dingaan? So it's part of their history. And even though we had massive wars in the Great Trek, I grant them their right to celebrate the people of their past. And all the same, I think Afrikaners have the right to have a statue of someone from our past. And internally, in our nation, in our people, decide how we interpret that.
In 1991,
Damn,
a
flag
group of
just flowing,
Afrikaners,
not
led
even
by
held up
Professor
right.
Karel Boshoff, son-in-law of former Prime Minister Hendrik Verwoerd, founded Oranje in South Africa. They legally purchased land on the banks of the Orange River, ensuring full ownership and control.
Bro, my
While Oranje
headphone
operates
cord
within South African law
is
and
genuinely
relies on the
pissing me
country
the
for
fuck
certain
off.
resources, it aims to
Like,
become more
this shit's been like
self-sufficient in
this
the
since the
future.
second day I got
Today,
it.
leadership has passed to Karel Boshoff IV, the
And it's
founder's
like, you
son,
either keep
who we
tapping
will
my
be
mic or
interviewing
force my
later in
head
this video.
forward like this.
You only have 3,000 people here. When this place gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it'll be harder to maintain and live a lifestyle like this. What are you going to do when this place gets so big? And it'll be harder to reach everyone and help everyone.
That will be our test. And I cannot say if we will pass our test or fail our test, but we will do everything in our ability to pass that test. Oranje was not created to be a safe haven for 3,000 people to run away and live in isolation and forget about the world. It was created as a growth point for Afrikaner freedom. So if we can maintain 3,000, it's good. If we can do 10,000, better. If we can do 100,000, that will be our test.
During our tour, we stopped at one of the local colleges, which has become a hub
They
for
got colleges
Afrikaner
in there?
students from all around the country. We wanted to see what kind of courses they were offering and hopefully have a chat with some of the students.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Carla.
Nice to meet you.
On this moment, we have 8 courses.
Okay, what are they?
Yes, they are the bricklaying, the electrical, the
Brake,
plumbing,
electric,
farming,
farming.
and mechanization. We have home-based carers, so there's a 1-year course and a 6-month course. And then we have civil engineer diploma.
What's home-based care, like
also
cooking?
early childhood development.
Okay, so
Yes.
things that Oranjans need.
Yes, yes.
What's your name?
Marco.
Marco, where are you from?
Rustenburg.
How long have you been in Oranje?
Like 3 days.
3 days?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see all of you got your hair cut. What happens there?
Yeah, it's the tradition of the first years.
Okay.
They cut our hair, so everybody in the town can know we are first years.
Ah. So what do you love the most about Oranje?
I will say the hostels.
The hostels?
Yes.
Is it lekker?
Yeah, it's very
I ain't letting nobody cut my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
What position?
Flank.
Kom ons moet speel, man. Ons moet speel. I'm a flank. Okay, who's your favorite rugby player?
Peter Steve de Toy.
Peter Steve. Second? Who's the other second?
I will say Eben.
Eben Exebe.
Yes, yes.
Away Eben, away Peter Steve. Check here. First year. Baie goed. Everyone calls Oranje racist. Are they racist in Oranje?
Sure they are. Sure they are.
I like how you're so honest about that.
But I think the Oranje idea is not inherently racist. I think it is the right of a people to want to strive towards preserving their culture and their ways of life and their religion and who we are. I think we are a nation, a unique nation. The fact that we are white is maybe one part of what we are, but it's not the whole picture. We have a specific, distinctive culture, and that's what we want to protect.
That water looked good.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you. How's your day? Thank you. Yes, please, ma'am. If someone is outrageously racist here, with a Hitler flag on their wall, ba-da-ba-da-ba, would you guys say nothing to that?
I think what we would say is...
The fuck is that? Was that their version of the swastika?
Would you guys...
I don't even know what that is. I can say
I
that.
think what we would say is, if that is the sentiment you come here, you maybe misunderstand the Oranje idea. There have been people in the past who removed themselves from the community because they had fringe, very
That's a crazy race scale.
beliefs, very extremist political beliefs, and they didn't feel comfortable, so they left.
So you can be kicked out of Oranje for being too hectically racist or too hectically
or just
militant.
To be stupid, to put the Oranje idea at risk, to put our future at risk. But I think what is it can happen, but I think what is more the case is people who are so extremist that they are lost all sense of reality just leave Oranje voluntarily because they see what we are doing here is not necessarily what they believe to be the truth.
Okay. Because I'm used to black labor, because technically this shouldn't be anything amazing. It should be just people working to build their own flipping livelihoods. But in South Africa, you only see black people doing this work. So this looks a bit weird. But it shouldn't be weird, huh? You know what I mean?
Niggas learn how to build. What's wrong with that?
What is happening here?
So right now we are busy getting practical exercise.
Damn, so whoever
for
cut his
our
hair off saying that he's a first year did him dirty, I ain't gonna lie.
building and construction.
Okay. Where are you from?
Originally from Nelspruit.
And how long you been in Oranje?
Since last year.
And how are you enjoying it?
It's very nice. The amount of experience I've got here, it's amazing, man.
And why did you come here? You could have gone anywhere.
So let me tell you something. I'm just going to give you a bit of background.
Please.
2023, I qualified as a diesel mech.
Okay. What's that?
23?
Diesel mechanic.
Yeah, diesel mechanic.
Okay.
Okay.
So we searched on the internet and we saw, this is now a college where we can really get exposed to a lot of practical and theoretical.
Okay.
And at that time, at that place, that was like the best option we physically could get on.
Okay.
It's really nice to be around my culture as well and just to be between my people.
Yeah, you look like you'll be a lekker rugby player. What position?
I used to play flank.
Me too. It was a flank here.
Recently,
The fuck is flank?
the
Like
Afrikaner
middle
community
linebacker or
has
some
been in the
shit?
spotlight due to claims made by US President Donald Trump that South Africa is experiencing widespread violence and discrimination against the Afrikaner population. He pointed to a controversial expropriation bill that allows land to be taken without compensation.
What?
South African officials have
You just
denied
take your
these
land?
claims, stating that the situation has been misunderstood and that the expropriation bill is only meant to be used under very specific circumstances. However, many Afrikaner farmers feel disproportionately affected by violent attacks.
Boer
Reports of
lives
brutal
matter? What the
assaults
fuck that mean?
include threatening symbols and messages. This has been further fueled by
Got
South African
shot,
political figures
stabbed.
like Julius Malema, who has faced criticism for his
What
fueled
does the
by
EFS
South
stand for? Economic Freedom
African political
Fighters.
figures like Julius Malema, who has
Okay.
faced criticism for his kill the Boer rhetoric, which many see as inciting violence against Afrikaners. This issue continues to be a contentious topic in South Africa's ongoing debate over land reform and racial tensions.
So Cyril signed the Land Expropriation Without Compensation Act recently. So if I want a piece of this place, can I get a piece of Oranje?
Can I get a
Definitely not going to expropriate it without compensation. We, in the strongest terms, condemn this bill. Firstly, because it's a denial of private property rights. No country can function without the right to private properties. No banks can give loans. It's the potential for a South African disaster is massive. Secondly, the political tool that it is used as to fuel race hate, to pile people up against one another based on what I believe to be totally false claims.
The Afrikaner community is deeply concerned about the expropriation bill because land is at the heart of their identity and livelihood. Afrikaners have long been the backbone of South Africa's agricultural industry, owning vast
Why is it all
livelihood.
circles? Why the fuck is everything a circle? That's how they choose to have circles and circles? That's what the fuck they want to live in?
Farmers have long been the backbone
No
of South
squares,
Africa's
rectangles, or
agricultural
not?
industry, owning vast amounts of farmland. With this new law allowing land to be taken without compensation, many fear losing farms that have been in their families for generations. For them, it's not about property. It's about culture, heritage, and survival. And they're prepared to defend it by any means necessary.
I have a sneaky suspicion there's many guns around here.
Many
like there are in
guns?
Middle America and a lot of Americans. What is your views on guns here? Because I'm sure people here are willing to protect their livelihoods with guns and violence.
Yes, we have a gun
How the
culture
fuck is he
that
so
stretched back
extra?
since we
He
came
said,
in Africa. We
"Answer the
are hunters,
question."
we are sport shooters. We have a tradition since the Boer commandos that we are people of the open fields and people who can handle and carry guns. We are pro-gun. I would say in the broad sense, you will see a lot of people carrying guns in Oranje. It's part of who we are, it's part of our culture. On the one hand, it's also to say we take responsibility for our safety, to construct our own future. We take responsibility. On the one hand, because there's no one else. On the other hand, because it's our responsibility to look after ourselves.
We just finished our tour with Joost, and Siv has gone back to the house to do some research for our next interview, which is with
Why
Carl
they
Boshoff,
swimming in that
whose
dirty ass
father
river?
was the founder of Oranje. This has been a very different experience to the first time I was here, because the first time I was in
Maybe it's just a
control,
little dirty.
I was the one asking all the questions, and that's not what this video is about. This video is about documenting Sivangezi's perspective and the way he's gone about asking the questions, the way he's conducted the interviews and his interactions with everyone has been very, very interesting to see. And I think he's been a bit shocked at how
Nigga
people have
said, "Let me
received him
set up this
very
camera
different,
and go
I think,
lay
to
down in
what
the
he
water."
expected." But anyway,
Feel
let's
it.
go
Probably
for a
hot as shit.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing great.
Fuck your ass, fuck your ass, fuck your ass.
Hello, how are you?
But thank you.
Nice to meet you.
That water was deep enough for him to just jump straight in like that.
Brandes? Good to see you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Imagine
Your
a hippo in
position,
there.
Your
Should
name,
be
your
fucked
family
up.
heritage.
I am Karel Boshoff. I've been living in Orania full-time since 1997.
Damn, that's the year my sister was
involved with the
born.
Orania movement from the early days.
I would be robbing myself if I didn't ask you who
You've
are you
been down
related
there
to?
27
Someone
years.
very special you're related to.
Well, my father was Professor Karel Boshoff, a missionary first and then a theologian, academic theologian. And my mother was Anna Verwoerd. Her father was Hendrik Verwoerd. The Hendrik Verwoerd, if you would like, yeah. So I grew up with Dr. Verwoerd being my grandfather.
I played Joe Weekend's
close
49ers last
relation
night, and I made him
you know,
quit.
offering a very unique angle on that
They ain't scoring me
difficult
once.
part of history.
What do you love the most about Orania?
Wow, the adventure of it. We are really, in a sense, you know, making history, doing things, establishing a new society, building new
This proves that
infrastructure,
we're the best
physically
team in
speaking,
the
but also
NFL, and y'all the
institutions.
worst, even though I beat them with the Bucks.
Establishing, a new kind of life. We are in 2025. We are challenged by the questions of globalism at this very point. We are not answering the questions of 1948 or 45 or whatever. We are addressing the issues of the 19.
I say you roughed the
2025.
passer at rage quit.
And that is a
I ain't
wonderful
roughed the
advantage,
passer.
to be at
That was a
place
dick
where
suck
you are
call.
so on top of.
I looked at the clip again. The ball came out as I was about like this close from the fucking quarterback. It literally was, the ball came out. I took one step and then hit him. If that was real life, that is not enough time to slow down.
Of it. So.
And I was
at
doing
the-
a speed
at the
boost too. Saying you
whole,
can't stop that.
Face,
That was just a dick suck call.
of doing new things.
One of the most interesting things about Orania is that while it's part of South Africa, it operates with a significant degree of self-governance. The town is privately owned, and the residents elect their own officials who make decisions on matters like infrastructure, security, and local
then they
laws,
gave my points away.
rather than being governed by the state. Technically, people in Orania can vote in South Africa's elections, but most don't. They prefer to focus on their own local governance and handle things independently. For the people of Orania, this self-governance is incredibly important because it means they actually have a say in how their community is being run and what happens
Tight
within
shit.
it. Whereas in the rest of South Africa, it can sometimes feel like no matter what you
Damn,
say
they
or
just
do,
lights
nothing
out.
ever really changes.
Look forward in 20 years. Where would you want Orania to be?
A medium-sized city where all the different
I don't even know why the fuck they
specialized,
gave him the 2 points.
professions and so on are operating, where there are publishing houses and theaters and newspapers and universities and all these.
It should have been my 2 points.
If Orania could be that, it will be the essence and
Or
the
my
focus
6 points, whatever it
of
was.
Afrikaner cultural life into the 22nd century as well.
Another intriguing aspect of Orania is its unique financial system. The town
Damn, look at the
operates-
money. Is that
Another
deers on there?
intriguing aspect of Orania is its unique
Shit crazy. Deer. That's not a deer. That's a elk.
financial
Antelope.
system.
I don't know.
The town operates its own bank, which is the largest cooperative bank in South Africa. Orania has also introduced its own currency, the Ora. While not an official currency, the Ora functions as a local coupon system, with one Ora being equal to 1 rand.
But
This
I ain't
system
even rough
encourages
the
local
passer though. They
spending
was
and
just
fosters
dick
a
sucking.
sense of community identity.
Since when is
So do you
fucking
think,
2 steps
Orania is
roughing the fucking
misunderstood by
passer?
people in South Africa and overseas?
Like when I was
think
like this
it's
close to him,
mostly
his arm was all the way back here,
misunderstood, in
and
South
then next
Africa very
frame the
often,
ball was out the fucking hand.
because it is associated with previous kinds of
He
policies.
ain't even
of,
the fucking
apartheid,
person didn't
all
even
those
catch the
things,
ball
and-
yet
and,
before he got hit.
Whenever for the patterns of living in
see if,
South
like, the
Africa,
ball
people
got
come
caught,
around and see,
And then like
white
fucking
people
10
doing
seconds
menial
later he
work
got hit.
in Orania,
The ball was
they
still in the
think,
air when
well,
he got
what's
hit. That
going
was just a
on?
dick
Is this
suck call.
special kind of racism or whatever. Whilst at the meantime, this is a answer to
They should have just
apartheid,
left him
a
keep his
rejection
6.
of the
And if
kind
they ain't
of-
giving them
of
2 points, I would have
racist,
stayed in the game. But since they
expectations,
wanted to dick suck and give him them 2
that
points,
was fed in that era.
Let's simplify it down to questions that I know everyone wants to hear. Are black people allowed in Orania?
Yes, there's no race criterion to access to Orania. At the same time,
they said it was a
while the
whites
answer
only
is
village.
yes,
So why, which one is
Orania
it? They said it was whites only, and then they said that black people were allowed in. I don't get it.
is also at the same time, while the answer is yes, Oranje is also a focused Afrikaner community. And there's a very
So if you're not from
spontaneous
Africa,
reason why for 30 years black
can't
people
come in?
haven't come to live in Oranje. They are just historically not Afrikaners. They are not interested in the same things. They're not happy
The
about
fuck
the
is
same
Afrikaner?
things. And they don't participate in this cultural community, as there
goat?
are very, very few, if any, white people in rural isiXhosa or isiZulu communities, which are all over South Africa. So by saying yes, I'm obviously saying something unexpected, because the reality has much more dimensions than just this one dimension that is locked in that question.
So we agree that being Afrikaner is not just your race, right?
Absolutely.
So if you and your wife had adopted a black
The
child,
fuck is Afrikaner?
and you raised this black child as an Afrikaner from eendag until he's 21, technically is that kid not Afrikaans? Because you speak about culture.
Yeah.
Culturally, he should be Afrikaans. Would he be welcome into the town?
Hypothetically, it is exactly true, and hypothetically, yes. But we need to address that question when we meet it concretely. So the reality is the test. What we are doing is not defining the exclusion. We are defining the inclusion. We are defining those matters that attract people to Oranje. There's nowhere in our statute something that says because, or if you are black, or if you are Muslim, or if you are this or that. We have been sort of defined quite clearly. The perception is that we try to keep other people out. Wow, can we not address that perception?
You try to bring people.
Even the poster said that.
We try to yeah, exactly.
If you had a daughter, would you let your daughter marry a black person?
I have a daughter. If she wants to, that's not the kind of things that one can prescribe. We'll see. I experienced marriage as a challenge. Even within my own culture, I think it's difficult to have a multicultural marriage, but there are people who do it, that love it, that is successful. That's
Andrew
great.
snatched his shit.
No? I cannot reject it.
Okay. Do you dislike racists?
Yes, I do. I associate with a more open approach. I respect people. I don't like when other people don't respect people above, over the whole spectrum of who they are. And in fact, I'm interested. I'm always liking to get behind the thinking of other people, other cultures, other continents, other places.
Do you see me as an equal to you?
You know, I don't know you, but I believe so, yes. And in principle, definitely. In principle, as human being before God, there's no question.
As we were wrapping up and getting ready to leave Karl Bosch's
So why he
office,
say, if
we
I don't
realized
know
there
you?
was one important question we had forgotten to ask. So just before we walked out, Siv turned to him and asked,
As an Afrikaans person, do you consider yourself African?
Yes, definitely, and always have. This is our home. This is where we as a people was born. Not as individuals alone, but as a people. We don't come from Europe or anywhere else as a people. As a people, we are part of what grew out of Africa, and that's where we got our name from.
How do you feel when people tell you to go home?
No, I'm home. How should I feel? We're here. This is our place.
we came to Oranje on a mission to bridge the gap of understanding between people from completely different backgrounds that share the same home. And I think we've succeeded in that. But there was one other, far more pressing question we still needed to answer. You see, during South Africa's last elections, one resident of Oranje cast a vote for the EFF, led by Julius Malema. And this whole time, we've been secretly on a mission to find him. And I think we finally cracked the case.
Did you hear about the one person who voted for EFF in Oranje? There was one guy.
Yes, like
one person.
Everyone was talking about it.
There was one person that voted for the EFF here, and we're just asking, do you know where they are? Do you know who they are?
No, I don't know who they are or where they are. We just think that people just wanted to make like a big thing out of it, just to like get attention. I think so, but I don't know.
Do you know who it was?
I don't know who it was, no.
Do you have any suspicion?
No.
But what are the chances of anyone voting for EFF here?
My conspiracy theory is like, I don't know, I think it's someone that voted EFF to like, I don't know, just cause more problems. I don't know.
One person voted for EFF in this whole Oranje.
I don't know.
We're looking for him.
Okay.
Have you heard about him?
No, I've heard about a story, but I don't know where he is.
Okay, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find him.
100%.
Thank you,
Did they find him?
Have you found the person who voted for EFF?
From our side, we definitely did not try to find that person. It's his privilege.
Yes, it's true. He's allowed to vote for EFF.
Yes, he can vote what he wants.
I cannot come to Oranje without asking this question. I cannot. There was one person in Oranje who voted EFF. Do we know who that person is?
Yes.
Do you know who it is?
Yes.
What'd you say? It was me.
Do you?
That was me.
No.
What?
I'm an accelerationist. I want things to get going.
Okay, there was a person who voted for EFF. Do they know who it is?
No, but we have a pretty good guess who it probably is.
Was it a joke?
It was not a joke, as far as I know. It was most probably people from outside Oranje who comes to this polling station in Oranje. Probably farms surrounding Oranje. Some of the workers come and vote here, and it was probably what it was.
Now that we solved that mystery, it was finally time to leave Oranje.
Damn, they got a
We've
10
just
hour
left
drive
Oranje,
back.
and Siv, I want to know, was it what you expected it to be?
No way. It was a conundrum. It was confusing.
A conundrum.
Many positives, but I think there was a
fucking
feeling
water's
that
out.
was like
Shit.
that didn't feel right. And I think that's just the lack of diversity. I think they have everything: the growth, the ethics, the safety, but they just lack diversity and like an open-mindedness to others. It's just our way or the highway. But they have every right to do that. It's their place.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about Oranje, you can check out the documentary I made the last time I
We
was
said
there.
subscribe. Did it turn red?
And if you want to learn more, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to
It
learn
did
more
turn
about
red.
Oranje,
What
you
the
can check out the
fuck?
documentary I made the last time I
That's crazy. I didn't know YouTube did that. That heard the word subscribing. Made that bitch turn red. Alright, we were about to play Unturned. It's a game that I used to play on my other PC when this shit couldn't really run nothing. It's a pretty fun game though. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a I don't even know how to explain it. It's like it's kind of like a Roblox style game. But you're in an abandoned town filled with zombies and you gotta like try to survive and shit. It's like Roblox X Minecraft kinda. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck do you mean I have to do this shit? It's not even an online. Well, let me not say that. Last time I played this shit, it was a single player game. So I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Okay, and then I'm gonna change the title here too as well. Shit, my bad. That shit was loud as hell in my ears. Don't know if it was in your ears or not. Alright, I'll be right back. Permanent gold update. Gain access to extra character customization, platinum server, character slots, and more by upgrading to a gold account. Okay. Well, let's just go single player. And then we'll go Germany, play offline. Just to like get a hang of it. Just to remember how everything was. Then we'll hop onto an online server. Let's see. Okay, our stamina's going down. Let's see. It's a far ass fucking bridge, bro. They spawned us in the middle of fucking nowhere. But there's a building up there. Okay. There's a building up there. Our water level going down already. Damn, our stamina going down quick. Oh shit, is that a car? Hopefully the car is working. There's definitely a car over there. Hopefully this shit worked. So you got some gas in you. 18 gas. Pull up on some military shit. Bro, I'm in a car. I'm in a fucking car. There is literally no way that's possible. Get off my dick. Alright, we're about to spin back now. They're not following us no more. We're at 14% gas now, so. Okay, we got us a knife. We ain't got nothing else. Let's see. Oh, we got a gun. Okay, bet. Bet. We good. Chilling. How many bullets we got? We got 13 bullets. Semi-safety. Okay, we got it on safety now. Am I about to die? Is there a zombie up here? There probably is. Okay. We got another one. Hold on. Hell yeah. Shit, ain't nothing else. I look, you remember you being like able to grab scraps of shit. Who the fuck keep growling down there? Is that me? Is that my stomach? The fuck? No, let me move my what's it called up some. So I'm not like blocking the health. Okay, that's too high. That's still too high. Okay, there we go. That's damn near everything. I think that's everything. Oh, okay. I caught myself, luckily. Luckily, I was able to catch myself. What's up? I got 2 guns on me, don't I? Oh, this one got 3 after. Holy shit. Well, I thought I heard, son. Fuck. Well, we gonna swap this 100 for this 17. I'm not gonna lie. We're definitely gonna swap this 100 for the 17. And I'm over here cooking. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then we go. Put it on safety just for now, because I don't think we're gonna need to, you know. Alright. Let's go as far as we can with this car until I run out of gas. Hopefully find us a town or some shit. What is this? This is Unturned. It's like Roblox and Minecraft mixed together. Except they got like guns and shit. They got guns, knives. And your goal is to survive. Everybody turned into a zombie but you. They got like online servers and shit. I used to play this game a while ago on my other PC that couldn't really run shit. Just hop back on it for a while. Shit fun for real. Like, look, got a poke. Got my gun. Got that bitch on safety. Now that shit. Safety got a knife. All types of shit. What part of Minecraft? The survival part. Cause like you can like get an axe and like chop down trees and like build shit. Then again, I never really played Minecraft, so all I know about Minecraft is that you can chop down trees and build shit, and like the little the creepers that explode, and like I think the Enderman is in Minecraft. I don't know. I'm about to run out of gas. I got 4% left. Oh good, there's a town down here. Oh damn, they underwater. I don't remember. Do you die in water? You know what? Fuck, we about to figure out. Okay, you don't die in water. Okay, we got us some binoculars. What's that? Some cheese. Damn, ain't shit in here. Did I just inspect my gun like it's CS? I just inspected my gun. I'm using a 17% gun right now. I got another one in my inventory that's 100. Dressed up as a little chef and shit. What this was? Bread. I forgot to eat. No, I don't really need to eat right now. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna eat that. Okay, that's not locked either. Oh shit. Fuck, I ain't got no bullets. Oh. Shit, he ain't even got nothing for me to pick up. Fuck, now I gotta eat the bread. Insane. Hold on, can I reload this gun? It said reload, right? I don't think I got no bullets for it. Oh yeah, I ain't got no bullets for it. I might be fucked here. Stab down. Stab down. There's no way that caught me. Hold on. I only got a couple bullets left. We got 2 bullets left in this gun. 1 bullet. Shit. you have anything for me? Fuck, you didn't. Alright. Oh. Bro, this engine finna blood out and I'm finna be fucked. There's no way. Alright, we're about to go to what's it called? We're about to go to an actual server with like real people in it. I just want to get like my controls and shit back. Remember the controls from the last time I played this. It's been a while. Multiplayer. Penalty filter. Profanity filter is on. Sensors, text, pussy ass shit. Inbound voice chat is currently off. When enabled, you can hear other players talking over voice chat. Okay. Outbound voice chat is currently off. When enabled, you can talk to other players. Left alt. Okay. Turn that on. Stream mode is currently off. When enabled, any anonymizes any other players and prevents joining through your profile. I don't think I need to turn on stream mode. I'm good. Life RP. Panda. Niggas on here doing RP. 0 out of, hold on, 67 out of 80 players. No more snow. I say 0 players right now. 0 out of 80. It says 67 out of 80 on there. 60 out of 200. Will this say also say 0? Oh, that say 58 out of 200. All right, let's join this one then. Downloading. The fuck? The fuck I gotta download? It's fucking blocks. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the game. You can use umbrellas to lower your falling speed and prevent fall damage. Type shit. I wish, you know, like, it normally shows downloading or some shit. I hope the game didn't crash. Okay, there you go. I guess it would just want to be extra fucking slow for some reason. To just start up the download. But nah, we gonna come in here and we gonna be the best goddamn unturned person a lot on this server. Guaranteed. Do all these servers take this long to download? Like, I don't think it's me. No, I don't think it's me. Let's see. Let's see if it's me or not. Let's see if it's me or not. Damn, it is indeed me. Damn, what the fuck is going on my internet right now? 150? 120. Am my internet fucking up? That's insane. 30 megabytes a second. That's so fucking weird. Why is my shit downloading at 30 megabytes a second right now? I low-key should restart stream. I mean, restart my PC, but I don't feel like going through the whole process of starting this stream back up and then YouTube stream back up. Because I know this stream will start back up automatically and it'll pick up where it left off, but YouTube, I'll have to go through the whole setting all that shit back up again. If it's loaded all 22,517, then why the fuck is it taking so long? This shit is insane. Like 48 megabytes a second. What the fuck is this? This is some of the worst internet I've had in a while. I don't understand what's going on. Bro, 28.51%. Okay, I'm about to restart my PC at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's want to act slow and shit. I have no idea why I want to act slow. Yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Wait. See, as soon as I said I was about to restart it, now I want to act right. How that shit gonna work? As soon as I said I was about to restart it. This shit taking fucking forever to download. Shit made me feel like I'm back in the old PC again. Back on my old internet. The fuck? This shit damn near like I'm loading into a fucking RP server. I mean, GTA RP server. Shit. But GTA RP is at least more like fucking attention grabbing. Not looking at one fucking thing the entire time. Alright, yeah, fuck that shit. Why every time I'm about to click restart, it fucking starts to load quicker? Every time. Every fucking time. Why are there so many fucking assets for a block game? 5398 out of 5398 right now. Downloading furniture expansion. So they really trying to make this shit real type shit. They dead ass trying to sit here and play this shit like it's RPS from what the fuck I'm seeing. But they got the furniture expansion pack, the all this shit. Does that make sense, yo? 170 kilobytes per second. Like, what the fuck? Like, even while I'm streaming, I still average a couple hundred. Even while I'm streaming. The fuck is Panda Hunt Network? Can copy transforms and edit.
It's XQC, my bad. I invited you.
Alright, which map?
The fuck?
Customs.
Have a time, I just died.
Oh, okay, just let me know when you're ready.
How far do you gotta be for the voices to turn off?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
The fuck is this? Okay, maybe I should have just went back to my regular server. Yeah, we got all these clips on us to share everything now. I genuinely don't know how the fuck do I get out of this bitch.
Alright, my cooldown's going.
How the fuck do I leave?
3, 2, 1, go.
How the fuck do I get out of here? Coming into this server might have been the worst decision I ever made. I should have just kept playing by myself. I'm not gonna lie. But this shit is low-key fucking slow. This shit is dumb as fuck. Ground floor. Shooting range? Bro, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Where in the fuck? How the fuck do I get outside? How about that? How the fuck I get outside, man? Oh yeah, this is a dumb fucking server. This is a stupid server. I should have just kept playing by myself. I should have said fuck the online aspect. I don't. We don't got like no regular version of this shit. Everything's fucking Panda Hunt, Panda Hunt, Panda Hut. I don't know. Fuck it. Finna restart my matter of fact, actually now that stuff is done now downloading, let me see if that was what it was slowing down my internet. I highly doubt it though. But the heat just kicked on. I can smell that shit. Yeah, my shit's still at 130 kilobytes a second, bro. I'm finna restart my shit. I'll be right back.